Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Greg here today, bringing you guys a Modern Warfare gameplay commentary. Today, this is not going to be about class setups or anything like that, but if you are curious what I'm using on this P90, it is the Monolithic Suppressor, the Cronin Reflex Sight, the Fly Strap Stock, and double stippled grip tapes. So, two stippled grip tapes, one on the front end, one on the rear end, and yep, that is the class setup of the P90. But just wanted to go over some things about what I think is going to happen for Call of Duty 2020. That's why I wanted to do a little gameplay commentary. And in the background, you guys are watching an 86-4 gameplay. This is just kind of running around with the P90 on Hovec Sawmill, which is probably one of the best maps they added to the game. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and start talking about COD 2020. So I actually don't think Treyarch is going to release the COD game on time this year because of COVID-19. I know a lot of people are still speculating that Treyarch will release the game this year, but I just don't think it's going to happen because they got to take safety measures, and it's more about the employees' health than making money, and I think that Activision is aware of this. And I do have something to support my theory on this, so that's what we're going to be going over. But yeah, I just want to say I really don't think we're going to be having a brand new game this year, but we will be having a remastered game. And I think that's why Activision is saving Modern Warfare 2 Remastered's multiplayer. They are saving it for a re-release at the end of this year, basically October, November, whenever it is. I don't really think it has to do with Modern Warfare 2. They changed a ton of it and they're afraid people aren't going to like the game. Honestly, I think personally Modern Warfare 2 needs change in order to be a good game. We've been spoiled too much by patches in the recent years for the last, at least 8+ years now, of people buffing and nerfing things in the game, and Modern Warfare 2 was developed in a time where the original Infinity Ward studio was going through a lawsuit, and they didn't do any sort of patches, fixing, or anything of that nature because Activision didn't want to shell out the money, of course, for them to, pay to put the patches up on Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and Steam. And the thing is, each patch cost about, I believe it was $30,000 for them to put up. So if they're getting sued by the company that is putting these patches out with Activision's budget, I don't really think Activision's going to shell out the money for them to fix the game. So that's why we had things like one-man army noob tubes, countless bugs, elevator glitches, all these types of things that should have been patched, but never ended up getting patched in Modern Warfare 2. And I think that's the reason they changed so much around with the game, and they're afraid that people aren't going to like it because it's not going to be what they remembered. But let me tell you something, if they nerf noob tubes to the ground, I mean, they don't have to nerf them completely to the ground to the point where they're unusable, but if they took something I talked about 3 years ago in a gameplay commentary, I'm going to link in the description below, of me actually playing some Modern Warfare 2 on the PC, what I said is that all they had to do in Modern Warfare 2 is make noob tubes replace perk 1, like it was in Call of Duty 4. It would have been such a simple fix for the grenade launcher that I don't really think that many people would would have actually ran the grenade launcher, because in my opinion perk 1s are way better than having a grenade launcher you can get 2 kills with, maybe a little bit more if you get a multi-kill, but they could also nerf the damage a little bit. I wouldn't complain, right? Any sort of explosive nerf in Modern Warfare 2, especially whenever there's danger close in the game, I'd be cool with, right? Especially because Blast Shield was really weak in that game, so that's what I think is going on. Like I said, I think they're remastering the game. They're going to have it set to release this year instead of having Treyarch's release title. Treyarch will have their title put out in 2021. I think that's how it's going to go, but they did say, like I said, that they changed around a lot of things with the multiplayer according to the leakers, and that's why they're afraid to shell it out, but I think there was more than that. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Would you want to see the multiplayer completely changed to what we remember from back in 2009, 2010? Because, as for me, you already know my opinion, what I just said. I would definitely like to see things changed, just because I think that Modern Warfare 2 is a complete clusterfuck, if I'm being completely honest here with you guys. It was a fun game, but knowing things like skill-based matchmaking are not going anywhere, and skill-based matchmaking and all this other kind of stuff like cosmetics and these supply drops that have been taken out of this game, but who knows if, they'll be returning ever again. But all these things that we had in Modern Warfare Remastered, the first one, if we remember, look back to that, we had supply drops added, we had guns added, lots of things were changed. So if they're going to do something like that, follow suit and re-add guns and try to support it like it's a brand new game, I would definitely want the base game to be changed, because I don't see everybody, once the nostalgia goggles wear off from Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, like once people get tired of the nuke spam, because it's really easy to get a nuke. It's literally a 7 kill streak if you think about it. You get your Harrier comes in, gets you 4 kills. You get your Chopper Gunner or AC-130, that comes in and gets you 14 kills in ground war matches. That's easy peasy. And there you have it. You got your tactical nuke, 7 kill streak. I mean, once people get tired of the nuke spam, they get tired of the noob tube spam and explosives and all that kind of stuff. I feel like people are going to be crying for the developers to fix the game and change things, and at that point it might be too late to do it or whatever, who knows what could happen. But with matchmaking algorithms being changed to have an emphasis on skill, I mean, a lot of people think that skill-based matchmaking here in Modern Warfare is super strong, and I will say that I think it does try to match people against skill, but it's really the team balancing is where the problem really lies in this game. Like, I think that's the biggest problem with Modern Warfare is the team balancing, and just knowing that kind of system will be, if it is implemented in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, which I don't see why they wouldn't if they put it in this game, and it's supposedly skill-based matchmaking is healthier for games, I don't see why they wouldn't do it, right? According to Respawn devs, it's better for longevity and stuff like that, keeping players engaged on the game so they're not completely getting wiped by the top 1% all the time. I understand that, but there's counter arguments. I'm not here to go over. This isn't about skill-based matchmaking. This is just about why I want to see Modern Warfare 2 changed. Imagine if people are already so fed up with skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare as is. People complain all day on Twitter, Reddit, everywhere. I've made posts on Reddit. I've made posts on Twitter to the devs. Everybody has done it. Everybody's fed up with it. Everybody wants it gone. Everyone just wants to play Modern Warfare casually like the old days and just having fun, not really sweating. Maybe we want to use some, weird class setups, weird guns that are off meta. But imagine this, right? You're in a higher skill bracket on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Can you imagine what people are going to use? They're not going to be using AK-47. They're not going to be using L86 LSW. They're not going to be using the what's another gun that's just fun to use in that game? They're not going to be using the Vector, right? They're not going to be using a P90, Mini Uzi. You get the point. They're going to be using UMP45, M4A1, ACR, grenade launchers, RPGs, and Spaz 12. That's all you're going to see in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered meta lobbies. Guarantee it. So if, people are not going to be, and here's the thing, right? People can deal with using UMP, M4, ACR, all these meta guns over and over again, right? Because at that point it just becomes who's the better sweat in the lobby, who's the better tryhard in the lobby, right? But if you can't really measure skill whenever you're just lobbing noob tubes at people, and it's just going to become this frustrating experience where reverse boosting is going to become extremely out of hand. I could see it right now because people are going to be so fed up with grenade launchers and all this other kind of stuff. And I could just see it becoming a complete mess. And honestly, I feel like people are just going to come back to this game if they don't fix it. So that's my point of view. I mean, I could be completely wrong. You guys might disagree with me. Let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to discuss this with you guys. But in my opinion, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered needs tons of changes to be a good game. And it's really just, honestly, not really even a ton of changes. Really just maybe the nuke, make it like the Moab from MW3. And I guess nerf the tubes and explosives. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.